new background.
Stay for the night if you want to. I can show you what my dreams are.
All my videos before, they were all shot at my girlfriend's house because I was staying there for a few weeks. All the rest of my videos are going to be shot here because it's my house. Not that that's of any importance, but I just thought I'd let you know, because every time I see a vape review video and it's done in different... Every time I see a vape review video and I see a different background, I always think to myself, well, where did they shoot the last one? So today I'm not going to be doing a review as such, but I am going to be talking about quality of vape and quality of the materials that you're buying and using. Then I'm going to introduce you to my new customised starter kit, which I'm calling the Game Over Kit. This is going to be quite a bad analogy considering what I'm promoting, but if you pay £4 for 20 cigarettes, you're going to get a crap packet of cigarettes. The tobacco that's used is going to be sweepings off the factory floor. They're not going to be packaged as well. They're probably not going to be as fresh. Whereas if you're paying £8-9, yeah, £8-9 now for 20 cigarettes, you're going to get a better quality pack of cigarettes. It's just like anything anywhere. If you buy a camcorder for £22, you're going to get a crap quality camcorder. If you buy a camcorder for £250, you're going to get something that's probably going to please you in all sorts of different ways. It's exactly the same in the vaping world, guys, okay? If you go into any vape store, this isn't just one vape store in particular, this is all vape stores that sell starter kits. You're going to pay around about £25 to £30 for a starter kit, but you're going to get low-end quality devices. You're going to get smaller tanks, less powerful batteries that don't last as long. You can't really replace things in the tanks, you just have to buy a new one. And ultimately you're going to end up going back to the vape shop and either buying a new tank or a new battery or a new charger, and you're going to end up spending more money. I get that at the end of the day, because from the shop's point of view you're spending more money with them, but from my point of view as a consumer, I'd rather give out a product that is that little bit more expensive, but you get top quality devices inside it. So wait a minute, I'll spend 25 quid now and that'll keep me off the fakes for about a month, and then I'm gonna have to come back down here again and buy another one? That's 50 quid, mate. 50 quid! 50 quid's a lot of money. It could be more than that. I'm just running off the starter kits that I've seen in shops. They're running at about £25, but they're only going to last you for around about a month. For some people that might be okay. You might only need your starter kit to keep you off the cigarettes for about a month, and then you can cold turkey it the rest of the way. But for anybody else, if you're like me, you need to replace smoking with something. And I replace smoking with vaping, like millions of other people out there are doing at the moment, because I love it. I love the taste, I love the vapor, I love the community. It's all great, and it's a healthier alternative. If you've just paid 25 quid for a starter kit, you're probably going to find that you've got a 650 to 900 mAh Ego battery with either a CE4 or a T3S tank in there. You've probably got your USB charger, maybe a case and a juice as well. That's all fine, but at the end of the day, the tanks and the batteries that you're getting for £25 are not the best quality. The battery, if it's a 650 or a 900 mAh battery, it's going to last you on a 9 to 5 basis. As far as the tanks go, you've got a CE4, which is quite a small tank. You can't remove the drip tip on it. It's a top coiling device, so the coil is at the top, right next to your drip tip, and you'll see the two wicks run down the tank. That basically means that it's going to take longer for the juice to get to the coils. It's just a pain in the arse for you. With the T3S, it's a little bit better. The tank's slightly bigger. You still can't remove that drip tip though, but it's bottom coiling. You fill it from the bottom, you screw the top on. If you check out my first video, I'm using a T3S in that video. The wick's at the bottom, so the juice hits those coils straight away, and it's a slightly cooler vape. But these still aren't the best quality products that you can buy. And most people, and I'm not just speaking from my experience, I'm speaking from my friends' experience and other vapors that I know and have spoken to, have all had the same experience. They get to the point where they don't want to use these tanks anymore after about 3 or 4 weeks, because the taste goes, the coils go, it gets gunky inside the tank and they're hard to clean. You can't remove that drip tip. The battery doesn't last long enough, or the battery breaks. These are all things that you're going to have to think about when you're using your kit, because you're going to have to buy more. Wouldn't you rather just spend 45 to 50 quid on getting a starter kit that you're going to enjoy using a hell of a lot more, they're going to have better quality products inside that case, and it's going to give you a better introduction. I know that if I knew what I know now 2 years ago when I started vaping, I would have rather have spent about £45–50 on my starter kit and got the quality that I've managed to get out of this customised kit I'm going to introduce to you now. I'm in no way saying that a £25 starter kit is a bad kit. It's not a bad kit at all. It's just not the best quality. So ladies and gentlemen of the vaping world, it is my pleasure to introduce the Game Over Kit. A lot of you might be thinking, oh, that's just the same as the starter kit. No. You could not be more wrong. This kit is made up with a SMOC 1300 mAh variable voltage winder battery. Lasts longer and you can tune in your voltage for more vape, less flavour, more flavour, less vape. It's an absolutely cracking piece of kit, this is. A Kangatech Mini Pro Tank 3. I'm going to get into that with you in a second. 3 juices of your choice. A USB charger with a plug, just so you can plug it into the wall. And a sexy as fudge ego case. These come in different colours as well. I'm just going to quickly run you through the Mini Pro Tank 3 and then I'm going to show you how to set this bad boy up and vape it like a bee. Okay, so we've got the drip tip which fits onto the top of the top cap, which is attached to the center tube, which runs through your glass tank into your coil holder, and you can see those threads on the inside there. That's where your center tube threads in, which then, once all put together, goes over the top of your coil, which screws into your base plate. Once all of that has been assembled, you're ready to screw it straight onto your battery. Okay, so there's your drip tip. Clip that into the top, there, fits in nice and flush. Then, your tank compartment. It's got a ring at the top there, which stops any leakage. You push that in there like so. Then you've got your bottom compartment that holds all of this top section together. If you push it in there and screw it into place, you can see how it's screwing onto those threads on the center tube. Make sure you get them nice and tight in there. So that is your top section all ready to go. Same as before, I've shown you this on a previous video. You've got your base compartment which screws onto your battery, and then you've got your coil head. Coil head just goes straight in and screws on. Make sure it's nice and tight because the manufacturers just give it a couple of twists. If you don't double check that and make sure it's nice and tight, it will leak on you. So just give it that turn, make sure it's spot on. Then you got your tank, base compartment, feed into that center tube like we've done previously, screw it on, and that tank now, with some juice in, is ready to go. So I've just put a little bit of my personal stash in there, vanilla custard. I just want to show you how this vapes. I've got my blue SMOC 1300 mAh variable voltage battery. I'm just going to screw my tank onto the top of it. And there we go. Just off the bat, look at how nice that is. It looks so sleek and suave. Just give you a quick 360 of it. I think that is absolutely stunning. If you're somebody that is just wanting to quit smoking and you want something that looks flash, suave and fudging cool, just look at it. Absolutely beautiful piece of kit. After you got your juice in there, just make sure it's firing up nicely. These are exactly the same as your Ego T batteries. 5 clicks for turning it on, 5 clicks for turning it off. Just make sure it's firing. Hear those dual coils burning away in there, vaporizing that juice. The reason why this battery is called the winder is because on the bottom it's got a winder, and you can adjust your voltage, and you can go from 3.2 volts to 4.8. Remember, more voltage is more vape, less flavour. Less voltage is more flavour, less vape. You can see there I've got that set to 3.2, and when you go round, it goes all the way to 4.8. I'm going to vape it on 3.2 and you can see what happens for yourself.
It goes to show, I hope that you know that you are what my dreams are made of. And
if I had had that experience the first time I ever used an e-cig, speechless. For how much you can get this kit off me for, it's in a different world compared to the starter kits that I was using. Just remember guys, I'm not saying those starter kits are bad, because they're not bad. I have just customized this build myself to give those newbie vapors out there the best experience possible without spending a shed load of money. If you can see that there, I've just bumped it up to 4 volts. If you can hear this, it's firing like a freight train. And that's only on half the power it can do. More vape. Flavor's pretty much the same as it was on 3.2 volts as well. Let's bump it up to 4.8. Okay guys, if you can see that, I've got it set to 4.8 volts now. Wow. Dual coils. You hear that thing going? See the vape production of 4.8 volts? That's dual coil 4.8 volts off a game over kit, which is just better quality than the regular starter kits. Absolutely incredible. I'm loving this. Absolutely loving it. I'm not very good at O-rings. Or smoke rings. I keep on hearing people say O-rings when they're blowing smoke rings. It's smoke rings. I just did a lung inhale. Oh, so good. This is basically a high quality starter kit. A lung inhale of a high quality starter kit. And it was great. Y'all know what I'm like with my drip tips. I love to change them. The King Kong drip tip, my personal favourite on this device. Let's see what it's like. I can't believe that. That firing up is like a freight train. Love it. You bring out the beast in me. I fell in love from the moment we kissed. Since then we've been history. They say that love is forever. You're forever is all that I need. I think that tip has brought some of the flavour back. And the vape quality, well, you just saw it. It's pretty fudging good. Okay, so I customised this kit. It may have been done before, but I've customised it and tested it out, and I've had a couple of friends test it out as well, and they really loved it as a starter kit. And the best part about this is that I customised it, put the kit together, stuck a few out on some shelves, and within 24 hours, they'd all gone. All of them completely gone. They shot out like hotcakes. Not only did they completely go out of stock, I got people asking me for them left, right and centre. Tom, I need one of these game over kits in my life! If you were to buy one of these kits, all completely separately, case, the juices, charger, plug, battery, tank, blah 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 blah, you're looking at spending around about 45 quid. I have put these together and I'm doing an offer on them. They're going for £40 on my website. £40, and the quality of the experience that you are going to have from this setup, well, I was speechless. That's right, yep, I'm setting up my own little online store. You're going to be able to get a bunch of stuff from there. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you hit up the Vapor Chase Facebook and the Vapor Chase Instagram page. There'll be loads and loads of information on there. £40! £40, that's £15 more than what you would spend on a 25 quid set, but for a priceless experience gain. You got the Mini Pro Tank 3 glass tank dual coil absolutely stunning piece of kit. You've got the Ego Winder battery so you can fine tune your experience, along with your case, your charger, and 3 juices of your choice of flavour and nicotine strength. It's a win-win. Oh, sorry, I just got to get me one more go. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm used to using this, an RTA on a mechanical mod with an 18650 battery. Most people would use one of these and think, yeah, I'm never going back to these again. But I've just thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm just speechless. So that's it, guys. The Game Over kit. It fits nice and snug in this Ego case, which obviously comes with it. £40! Check out the big cartel. Seriously, like I said, all the people that have tried these have bought them. When I got that first batch and put them all together, put them out on the shelves, they just flew out straight away, okay? Everybody is absolutely loving these things. I'll have a link down in the description so that you can go straight to the big cartel site and pick yours up if you fancy it. I really do want to stress though that the starter kits that all these vape shops are selling, the £25 ones, they're not bad products at all. I bought one and I used one. All I've done is I've just customised the product and made it, what I would say, better. Better experience, better quality, and a better introduction into the vaping world. Join the community. I'm just used to using mechanical mods, RDAs, RTAs, RBA. The Game Over kit, however, is a fantastic introduction on what could be coming your way. So there it is, guys, the Game Over kit, £40 on my website at the moment. Much better experience quality wise than the regular £25 starter kits that you buy. Like I said, I really do need to stress this. Those kits, the £25 ones, they're not bad kits. These ones that I've done though, the Game Over kits, they're just better quality, a little bit more expensive, but you won't find yourself coming back in 3 or 4 weeks time asking for a new battery or a new tank or something like that. Here's a picture of the tanks and the battery that I first started using. To me, the best place for those devices now is the bin. As you could probably see in that picture, they looked grim, the tanks especially. Okay, the battery, it's worked on a 9 to 5 basis for me, but it didn't quite last as long as I needed it to. The tanks, however, extremely hard to clean. On the T3S, you can't remove that tip. On the CE4, the tip is the actual opening for where you put your juice in, so no, you can't change that tip. Well, sorry, you can, but you have to put exactly the same tip in there. You can't customize it at all, and they're just a bitch to clean. So pick up your Game Over kit, see what you think. I can almost guarantee you that if you are new to vaping, you will love it. This leads me on to the end of the video and a giveaway. So me and my buddy Christian have been brewing some juice. Yep, we've been brewing some juice and we want to get some feedback, which is why we're going to give 10 bottles away. And all you've got to do to get in with your chance of grabbing one of these 10 bottles is to follow the instructions that are on my Instagram account right now. First one that we're giving away is going to be a 50-50 blend of VG and PG, okay? And the flavour that we're doing is raspberry cheesecake. Raspberry cheesecake. I came up with a few ideas for what flavour we should do when we first tried, and we were like, yeah, you know, they're alright, you know, there's flavours out there that are similar to that. And then raspberry cheesecake was one of Christian's ideas. I love cheesecake. I just love cheesecake. So instantly, as soon as cheesecake was in that title, I was in. Raspberry, I used to work at a place a few years ago, and in the kitchen there, they had this raspberry white chocolate cheesecake, and it was the best cheesecake that I've ever tried. It was absolutely incredible. So having raspberry and cheesecake in that title just sold me even more. So 50-50 VGPG, raspberry cheesecake juice. We're going to be giving 10 bottles away. Just follow the instructions on Instagram. Right then guys, game over for today. Let's see what I did there. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you fancy getting that better quality experience, then please head over to my site, grab yourself a Game Over kit. I can almost guarantee you'll enjoy it, but then again it is subjective, but it'll be well worth it. I will see you guys next week. I've got a review coming up on the iTaste MVP, which I've really enjoyed using. I've been using it for just under a month now, and I think I said it in my last video as well, I've been carrying it around everywhere with me because I absolutely love it. It's a brilliant piece of kit. So make sure you tune in next week for that one because it's going to be a good one. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy vaping.
Please stay as long as